Rams. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. Shoves him aside. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case,
well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation, that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly. You might catch them having a defensive breakdown, but not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. No, it's out, it's loose.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on third down. Bass. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Back to throw. Bullard. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Looking to throw. Bullard. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up third.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line. A strong pickup of 11 keeps their drive alive.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Second and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Back to throw. Bullard. This is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Seahawks first down.
Looking to throw. Bullard. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Bullard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Bullard. Evades him at the 10. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw. Bullard. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Max Crosby. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move, but the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Oh, heck of a move. Man. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
To number 26. A big gain on the play.
Tootin will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there was definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
The kicker on.
Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Rams, nothing.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Well, early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within the division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Bass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
47-yard line.
3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bass. Man, he hits him in stride. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
A loss of 2.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Bass. And he'll go down at the 28. Here is third down and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing to start the drive. Bowler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Complete to number 87.
You talk about this Rams defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And 7.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bowler. Complete to Bryant. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Again, they'll drop to throw. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it was 4th and 1 down in the red zone, but they elect to take just the 3.
And I'm a little surprised that that's how they decided to play it, that they didn't go for it there. But sometimes just take those 3 points and put them in your pocket. I just have one question for you, partner.
Okay.
Hip pocket or back pocket?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you?
And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Rip bones?
None.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 17-3.
17. Rams 3.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Second down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off-play action. Bass. That is incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And Bryant's got it over the middle. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
operating from the gun. Bullard. That's over the middle. Taken in by Horton. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks.
Operating from the gun. Bullard. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Bullard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Gain of 6. And the Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Bullard. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. This is caught. Keep in mind they they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Looking to throw. Bullard. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7th. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Bullard. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. The Rams on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Here's Williams to return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. To throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bullard. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and
back to throw. Bullard. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Olave over the middle. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here this 1st half. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And a Rout is on here in this first half. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Bass. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And he's going to have the Rams first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. Off the play fake. Bass. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
2nd and 12.
Back to throw again.
Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's Rigoberto Sanchez on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Seahawks take over.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now.
Throwing to start the drive. Bullard. Laying out for this one is Bryant. He's got it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Bullard. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. This, the first official Sunday of fall, the final week before buys kick in. A full schedule of 16 games on tap. Let's roll. Our trip through the NFL starts now. At Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, we find the Falcons at home to take on the Detroit Lions. And here's the Falcons running back. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Falcons get back to 500, 2 up, 2 down as they get the victory at home. From there, how about we head out to Buffalo? Let's check in on the Bills as they host the Houston Texans. And this is the running back for the home team. He'll find an opening, and he's gone 20 yards on the touchdown.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 15. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And the Rams, first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
Back to throw. Pass. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded at about the 28. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Throwing to start the drive. Bullard. He finds his man. Complete. That's Horton. Second down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bullard. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Bullard. Pressure comes and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
The Seahawks send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's second and 8. Under pressure, and down he goes. They push pushing back 8 yards that time on second down.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
From the gun on third down, Bass. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain.
A 14-yard gain.
It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up fourth. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on the punt for L.A. He juked him. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perez. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Perez. Stop. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 43-yard line.
2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Looking to throw. Bullard. Open man is playing. He's got it. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Rams.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Bullard. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Bullard. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for a Rams.
Looking to throw. Pass. They'll find Bateman once more. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Los Angeles.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Well, we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10 at the Seahawks 47-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A good space to operate there as he takes his start inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
Back to throw. Pass. Well, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Off play action. Bass. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's another Seahawks first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First down.
Operating from the gun, Bullard. And brought down now before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
7-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bullard. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
At the 47-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. On the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Travis Hunter, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27.
Rams 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they put in a lot of backups to do it, and then tell your opposing coach, hey, I had to give them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Slant pass complete to Olave. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And the Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
A gain of 2.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. From the gun on third down. Bullard. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
For a Seahawks first down. First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Nice move by Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way the opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now second and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge. And that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
He's in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for L.A., they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.